Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Welcome to this new video here on Ethereum. Wanted to do a full update here. I have some interesting things I think we need to talk about regarding the structure here for Ethereum. Different possibilities, a chance of some sort of a rally here, but also a warning for the longer term, all right, for Ethereum. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into that. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a good Easter, of course, if you were celebrating. The markets were quite enjoyable to trade. Ethereum, not necessarily. Ethereum was relatively quiet, but that changed over the course of the Asian session, of course. Today, when not only Bitcoin rallied, but Ethereum did quite well as well. And at this point of time, it's no longer true, but the volume for Ethereum at certain times was actually higher than Bitcoin's as well. And then to add on to that, the price performance from Ethereum since the start of the Asian session has also been better. Now, to be before we talk about Ethereum here, to be fair, if you go back in time and you check out the entire last year and then the start of every week, if you take a look at every time that Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin starting the week, most often the week was not good, all right? Or at least the price action in the second half of that Monday into Tuesday was quite bearish. So that is something I do think you need to be aware of. That could be a reason why we pull back quite aggressively over the next 2 days. But for now, I still think, especially given the volume that we see for Ethereum and a potential price action here, for now we still have to focus on a potential bullish breakout for Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum has been consolidating in this region right here between, let's say, 1660 and then to the downside right here at 1540. It's a bit of a strange range, but it's been in that area. And what I think we have right now in terms of a possibility, in terms of an opportunity, is to break out, all right? So to break out of this level right here at, let's say, 1640. So then what we would need to do is we have this resistance right here, especially around 1680. So it looks quite likely we're going up there, but then from there we would need to hold this level right here between 1640 and 1620. If we're able to do that, then I think we can actually get a move all the way into 1760, where we still have the 200 EMA, it's a major resistance level, and there's an imbalance. So this is, I think, the most interesting move for Ethereum. Do I think this is most likely though for Ethereum? I think that's a difficult question to answer. I mean, this is more of a hypothetical scenario in which, you know, it looks good, but at this point of time we haven't even broken out yet. The market as a whole with this latest bullish move is quite unstable, and we left a lot of imbalances to the downside. So this is a possibility, but I'd say it's more likely that something like that is going to happen later, all right? Because I've talked about this scenario before. I do think it's quite likely that in the next 2 weeks we're still going to get that move into 1780, 1760, from where I think you should be extremely careful, right? Because from there, like, that's such a strong resistance level. From there we could still fall down, especially if it's lined up with some bearish fundamentals. We could still fall down all the way to 1200, and then I'm not overestimating. That's really a possibility. So you should be aware of that. Short term, like I said, with all those imbalances, I'd say it's still a bit more likely we're going to pull back, fill those imbalances, and then later this week, maybe next week, if it's a bit of a quiet week, then we can break out and really rally. But I'll still keep you updated on that. And then the only way we can break out above 1780 and 1760 when we get there is if we get some huge fundamental strength. So for now, I'd say after that, this is most likely. But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know regarding Ethereum for now. So I'll definitely keep you updated on this, because like I said, there's a lot of opportunities, both to go long and to short. So more on that later, but for now, hopefully that helps. I want to wish you all a great week. Take care and bye.